Okay, we're getting ready to read the story King Lear. And you guys are filling out your plot roller coaster. And so I'm going to read the story if it's helpful to you to hear me read it, for you to then fill in some of these things that we want to talk about, like problem and the events and the setting and what lessons were learned and so on and so forth. So here we go. King Lear by William Shakespeare. King Lear was old and tired. He was aweary of the business of his kingdom. He wished only to end his days quietly near his three daughters. Lear called his three daughters together and told them that he proposed to divide his kingdom between them. But first, he said, I should like to know how much you love me. Goneril, who was really a very wicked woman and did not love her father at all, said she loved him more than words could say. She loved him dearer than eyesight, space, or liberty, more than life, grace, health, beauty, and honor. I love you as much as my sister and more, professed Regan. I care for nothing but my father's love. Lear was very much pleased and turned to his youngest daughter, Cordelia. Now our joy. Though last not least, he said, the best part of my kingdom have I kept for you. What can you say? Nothing, my lord, said Cordelia. Nothing can come from nothing. Speak again, said the king. And Cordelia answered, I love your majesty according to my duty, no more, no less. This, she said, because she was disgusted with the way in which her sisters professed love, when really they had not even a sense of duty to their old father. I am your daughter, she went on. You have brought me up and loved me. I return you those duties back as are right and fit, obey you, love you, and most honor you. Lear, who loved Cordelia best, had wished her to make more extravagant professions of love than her sisters. Go, he said, be forever a stranger to my heart and me. He divided the kingdom between Goneril and Regan and told them that he should only keep 100 knights at arms and would live with his daughters by turns. The king now went to stay with his daughter Goneril, who had got everything from her father that he had to give. She now began to grudge even the 100 knights that he had reserved for himself. She was harsh and undutiful to him. Her servants either refused to obey his orders or pretended they did not hear them. Goneril, said Lear, I will not trouble you further, yet I have left another daughter. So he set out with his followers for the castle of Regan. But she, who had formerly outdone her sister in professions of attachment to the king, now seemed to outdo her undutiful conduct. She said that 50 knights were too many to wait on him, and Goneril said 5 were too many, since her servants could not wait on him. When Lear saw that what they really wanted was to drive him away, he left them. It was a wild and stormy night, and he wandered about the earth half mad with misery. Here, Cordelia and her friends found poor King Lear wandering about the fields, wearing a crown of nettles and weeds. She brought him back and fed and clothed him. Then Cordelia came to him and kissed him. You must bear with me, said Lear. Forget and forgive. I am old and foolish. And now he knew at last which of his children was that had loved him the best and who was worthy of his love. And there he is, poor King Lear. All right.